So never let me go. Come and stay with me forever. Magic lives so long as I am here.
So unfortunately, it seems that I accidentally cut out. We really are going to turn down this music. I'm going to turn down my headphones. Okay, so that might be a little better. Hopefully it's better for you guys and not, like, entirely unlistenable. But alright. Unfortunately, it seems like the stream cut out halfway through that opener, but hopefully you got to hear a little bit, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So my understanding is we are still technically in the prologue, it seems, which is kind of ridiculous, because we played for quite a while yesterday, so that's kind of insane, but let's continue. Hopefully it's just saying prologue, because I saved still in the prologue, and hopefully we'll actually get somewhere. So, random woman showing up. Hey! Wake up, girl! Huh? Let's see how well I get away with being a brat now that I'm apparently not royal. Where? Ow, my head! You have some nerve sleeping in front of my shop. Leave before a customer sees you. Oh, they didn't even give me like a fake family or anything. I'm just some random like vagabond. I was in my room. How am I here? Did you not hear what I said, you filthy child? Oh yeah, the people in this town are fantastic. Filthy? You would speak to your crown princess in such a manner? If you're the crown princess, then I'm the queen. You must have been knocked on the head quite hard to have such grand delusions. I'm not delusional. I am Alexandra Riella Breton, blood daughter of King Gennaro Breton III and the crown princess of Angiel. Apparently not anymore. Right, the king never had a daughter with that witch. Is she referring— oh, called it! If the mom's actually a witch. I wouldn't doubt the mom probably is a witch. Or this lady is just a total bitch. Is she referring to mother? Witch? Don't pretend to be stupid, girl. I can only stare at her, puzzled. Our good king only has stepchildren, Princess Emmeline and Prince Rod. Our good king would never have had real children, just stepchildren. And you are most definitely neither of them. What? Now get gone before you go spouting your crazy gibberish at my customers and scare them away. I think New York can show you nobody's crazy gibberish can scare anyone away. Ooh, sorry about that, guys. Did not mean to do that. Alright. With a huff, she leaves me to my own rapidly turning thoughts. I quickly realize that I'm wearing tattered clothes and I don't even have shoes on. That bitch didn't even give me shoes? What the hell? How poor do I have to be? I can learn a lesson and have shoes. No, no, no. This cannot be happening. Something shines against my chest and I reach up to grab it. It's a Cinderella necklace. It all floods back. Delora being a witch, Cinderella's glass slipper. This is not a dream. Delora gave me the fairy tale curse. Oh, and I just spent all the beginning bitching about how people deserve it. My hands begin to tremble. I must return to the palace to speak with the king. Oh yeah, they're just gonna let me walk in there. Let me in! Sorry, girl. This place is off limits to uninvited guests. You do not understand. I am Crown Princess Alexandra Riella Breton. I must speak with my father. As loath as I am to call him that, I have to. Apparently, if you hate your life so much, this might be a blessing. No one will believe me if I'm addressing him by title. You best leave now, nice and quiet, before we have to force you. If you would only... Make way for the king! The gates swing open and 3 horses trot out. Soldiers ride 2 of the horses, while the last horse has a different, familiar rider. Father! I immediately move to block the path of his horse. Oh, I'm gonna get hit by a horse now. The soldiers move to hold me back. Your Majesty! What is this? Your Majesty, this girl is claiming to be your daughter. Daughter? Both of my stepchildren are in the palace right now. Even father is a part of this? Part of what? You're cursed. It's not some gag. Father, you must help me. A witch has cursed me. For once in your life, just once, help me. You must believe me. Tell me, where's your family, child? Why are you all alone? Apparently, they're in there. He looks at me with pity in his eyes. He's looking at me more kindly as a peasant than he ever did when I was the crown princess and his daughter. I recoil. You must be hungry. Take this. What is this? Bag of food or money? This should feed you and your family for a day or 2. The kingdom offers work opportunities to those who need them. Please let your parents know. I do not want your pity, father. Please escort this girl back to her home. Make sure she gets there safely. Awesome. Nobody believes us at all. At once, your majesty. I watch as my father and his 2 guards ride away on their horses, leaving me to stand in their dust. He left me alone. This character doesn't understand how curses work. Again. Where is your home, girl? There's nowhere left for me to go. Father has forgotten me. Leave me. Now look here, our orders were to leave me alone. Suit yourself. Can't say we didn't try. I mean, you really didn't try, but don't cause any more scenes, little girl. I watch with bleary eyes as the soldiers return to the palace. How can this be happening? 'Cause you're cursed. 'Cause you were a bitch. Is it bad I have 0 sympathy for my own character? I stare at the small pouch in my hands. I do not know what hurts more. The fact that I have just been unceremoniously paraded away from my home like I'm nothing more than a piece of garbage. Or the fact that my own father does not recognize me. I mean, I think both kind of go hand in hand. Oh, look at that girl's hideous dress. How difficult it is to be poor. I clutch the pouch closer to my chest as I run to an empty alley, huddle in a corner, trying to become as small as possible. I squeeze my eyes shut, hoping that when I next open them, everything will be back to normal. Because it's gonna be that easy. A dream? Oh, the mother. Here we go. No matter what happens, you must not leave the palace. Why? The world is cruel. People will only ever hurt you. But they are always so nice to me. That is only because you are the crown princess. Oh, I love how the mother instilled such positivity in her daughter. They will only ever think of what they can take from you. I am trying to protect you, my love. That is why you must never leave the palace. Never leave, mother. This is starting to get like a, Norman Bates kind of feel. I am the only one who will ever love you so much. This is how a lot of serial killers start, you know that, right? Do you understand? I understand? Oh, we hit chapter 1. Now we're away from the prologue. That is a long prologue. Kind of worth it. Pretty good writing, but it's a long prologue. When I open my eyes, I'm still on the streets. I must have fallen asleep. but the nightmare continues. I'm cold in my rags, and I hold myself for warmth, willing some of the cold away, but fail. My feet are numb and in pain, caked in a dirt that I have gathered from walking barefoot around town. Well, there's a frightful sight. Beggar probably thought she could try her luck with the nobility that live around here. Ugh, just look at how ragged she looks. Wow, these same two women are sitting there bitching about me? What are you looking at? Gee, the people talking crap about me? At two women that lack the basic manners of a noble upbringing? Silence, girl. Do you know who you're talking to? Noblewoman A and B. No, and I don't care. What nerve! Let's just go. There's no reason to stoop to a commoner's level. I will remember you, and once I break this curse, I will make you regret your words. Told you. Serial killer in the making. Right here. I become acutely aware of the fact that I have not eaten anything for almost a day. I have been sitting here thinking on the new mess that is my life. But moping around will not break my curse, and crying will not help either. I should find the witch first. But how? I have no idea where she is. Delora. I swear I will make you regret doing this to me. When I find you, because picking a fight with a witch is always a great move. I will find food first. That is my kind of chick. That I can relate to. I will find food first. Is this all the king thinks I'm worth? Leave, girl. A dirty peasant like you has no place in this restaurant. But why? I can pay. Find another place. You're scaring away my customers. Am I not a customer? Shoot, there's nothing for you here. I mean, I have money, and there's food that I can pay for. So, man, this is a shit place. He just swatted me away like a fly. Oh, the nerve. Sensing that this will get me nowhere, I ball my hands into fists and walk away. I get the same treatment at the next 3 restaurants I try. I am treated as something less than dirt, like my money has no real value. I am the crown princess. Not anymore. They have no right to turn me away like this. I have been eating stale bread, anything to keep the hunger at bay, and the bread barely helps. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bakery. There are croissants on display that make my mouth water. Slowly, I begin to make my way over there. Ow! Ow. My feet ache with every step. They look and feel even worse than before. If only I had enough coins for a pair of shoes. But food is more important. If the rags that I'm wearing and the pouch of money are all that I have, then I need to prioritize. I'm at least surprised she was able to do that. At the same time, though, being unable to walk is kind of a priority, too. I will die before I beg. 2 croissants. You'll need to pay, girl. There are no free handouts here. I take a coin from my pouch and hand it to her. This should be more than enough. Shop owner stares at the coin before reluctantly taking... What is she think it's fake? Can you fake a coin? The shop owner stares at the coin before reluctantly taking it. She hands me 2 croissants in a paper bag. I will not ask where you got those coins. Oh, so she just thinks you stole it. Okay. Are you implying that I stole them? How else would a beggar like you get that amount of coin? Now be off with you, child. I won't have you scaring away any other customers. I really didn't think that I looked that bad in a bunch of rags, but I guess they're not animating her as terrible as she actually looks. Without another word, I turn and start to walk away from the woman. So this is the goodness of the people of Angiel? I don't know, what exactly is this teaching me? That everyone's a piece of shit? I take a bite out of one of the croissants, cringing a little at the dryness. Hey, girl. What now? We saw you at that shop. Want to share how you got your coins there? Oh great, now I'm gonna get robbed. While I'm poor. Excuse me? Look at her, brushing us off like she's royalty or something. Let me go. You ain't no better than us. Now be a good girl and hand over that pouch. Like this suspenseful music we got going on. The man on my left grabs at my pouch and attempts to yank it away from me. I will not let these brutes take anything from me. I elbow the man in the stomach, then aim a kick at the other man's shin. I have an opening and I take it. What? How did I learn to fight? Who's teaching princesses to fight? I pull myself free and begin to run as fast as I can. Hey! I'm gonna get these voices down. Eventually. Maybe. If these chapters are as long as the prologue, I will have plenty of time. Where do I go? I'm not familiar with the streets at all. It's highly likely I'm just going to hit a dead end. Ooh, okay. Now we get to make decisions. So, just so anyone knows, do have the chat open. So, once we hit decisions, if anyone's, watching, feel free to, jump in. Share what you think we should do. For right now, I'm gonna just kind of go with it. I'm gonna vote going left because I'm left-handed, so we're gonna go with that way. I guess this game does have a setting you can have the right answer shown to you, but I turned that off because it doesn't seem fun. It seems... I don't get how there's a right answer. If there's a way that it's gonna be like one of those things where it ends, that's gonna suck. But for now we're gonna go left. In the future, again, people can jump in and pick for us. So we went left. I cannot let the pain in my feet or my exhaustion stop me. If I stop now, they will definitely catch me. If I picked wrong, they're definitely gonna catch you, so. And taking my coins might not be the worst thing they do. A dead end. Crap, I did pick the wrong one. Nowhere left to run now, girl. What do I do? Oh, who are you, gentlemen? This is definitely not how you treat a lady. I'm probably giving way deep of a voice to a character that's gonna show up and look like 12. Huh? Who's there? A shadow looms above us. It said man, right? That silhouette does not look like a man. I guess anime man, so. Before I can blink, a person has jumped down in front of me. His body acts as a barrier between the two men and me. Ooh, with a sword, no less. Wait. That looks like the pretty lady who came into the store earlier in the prologue. Who are you? Oh, me? Just a passing gentleman concerned about a damsel in distress. He turns to the men, his expression calm, his eyes flashing dangerously. Let's try accents here. We're gonna have fun with this. Now, shall I teach you gentlemen a lesson? I don't even know what accent that is. I'm not gonna do that. Never mind. He's got a sword! What? Come back here, you coward. The two of us can take him. Unarmed against a sword. I think your friend has the right idea. I'm not the type to show mercy. This is way too much trouble for a little gold. Apparently it was a lot of gold, according to you guys. I'm attempting accents. It's not working. Are you alright, my lady? You found her. The boy from yesterday? Oh, shocker, he's in on it. Little slow, aren't you, kid? Don't call me that. These two know each other? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I feel ill. My head is pounding and my feet feel simultaneously like they are frozen and on fire. My stomach rumbles, the hunger coming back with vengeance. My body feels light. How much longer of descriptors are we gonna go before she passes out? Princess! Princess! Oh, I fell. Lady Parfait will be able to help her. Oh, I'm gonna get help by a dessert. You're right. We need to move now before anyone else sees us. Yeah. Oh, I made the right choice. Oh, okay. So apparently, this little crystal in the upper right corner indicates that we have made the right choice for a particular love interest. Each color is going to correspond to a certain love interest. They also will appear belatedly after you make a choice, so keep your eyes and ears open. So that means anyone watching, if I miss one, feel free to point it out. I'll try and mention it so we can see. I'm going to assume that that color corresponds with this guy that we've randomly met here. Sword Boy, until we have a name for him. Hang in there, princess. Everything is fading. A dream? Oh, so it's going to tell us when we have a dream. What is that in your hands, Alexandra? It was hurt. I just wanted to help it, but it died. It's all my fault. It is not your fault, my love. It died because it was weak. Man, this mom is seriously, like, deranged. How is my character not already a serial killer? I'm like one fucked up raising. But this is the world, Alexandra. Only the strong survive. The weak get cast aside to die. You are not weak. You are strong, my crown princess, and you do not cry. Now wipe your tears. I don't want to see you cry again. Do you understand? Yes? Yeah, this is a healthy thing to tell a child. Jesus Christ. Now get rid of that thing and wash your hands. ... Did you not hear me, child? Yes, mother? Damn. No wonder your character's a bitch. Oh, great, another little girl. Oh, you're awake. God, my voice is squeaking. It's supposed to be a little girl, not a puberty-ridden boy. Where am I? Well, this isn't my room. My hand flies to my chest where the little glass slipper hangs from my neck. We're gonna keep getting reminded of that. Still here. Are you okay, miss? This girl is the maid that tore Delora's dress. The one I fired for her clumsiness. Miss? To think that I would meet her again, here, like this. I mean, that's probably pretty obvious. Part of your curse. Yeah, approaching the people you were a bitch to. Leave me alone. A lot of ellipses going on here. Right. Of course. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain. Now what? Haven't thought at all, have you, Ice Princess? Yeah, we're changing that voice, because I'm not keeping up the super high-pitched voice for a woman who looks like she's in her 30s. You! And suddenly there she is. Delora stands before me with a snide smile, looking happy with herself. Sure she is. She is the cause of everything I've been through. I mean, technically you are, but yeah, it's neither here nor there. All the pain, heartache, and hunger, it's her fault. I try to stand, thinking to give the witch a piece of my mind, but as soon as my feet touch the floor, pain shoots up my legs. I end up falling back to the bed. Ow! You should be more grateful to the girl you just scared away. She's been taking care of you for the past 2 days. 2 days? I've been passed out for 2 days? I am suddenly vibrating with anger. Remove the curse. now. Huh. Do you think you can just command me to remove the curse in your best princess voice? What do you want? Gold? What I want is worth more than all the gold you could summon in Angiel, princess. Besides, haven't you read your fairy tales? The caster cannot take a curse back. You need to focus on breaking the curse yourself if you want your life back. Mother burned the books before I could read more than one or two of them. I do not think either involved curses, just genies and trading away your voice for legs. Might be considered a curse. Oh, now we have another person. This is gonna be like a yin and yang thing? Ah, it's good that you're awake, princess. Parfait, should you really be up and about? Oh god, she does look like a cake. Don't fuss, I'm feeling much better. Are you a witch as well? Oh no, my name is Parfait and I am a fairy. Oh, that's so much better. A witch and a fairy in one room, being friendly with one another? Impossible. Oh, look at her face. You weren't expecting that at all, were you, princess? What is going on? I'm sure you have many questions, princess. How do you know I'm the princess? Don't be silly. She's a fairy. Of course she knows. Of course. I promise we'll do our best to answer your questions. Not without a lot of attitude, probably. I don't even know where to start. Okay, here we go. I wonder how many questions I get. Do we get to do all of them? So our options are, why was I cursed? How do I break the curse? What happens if I don't break the curse? And why are you two working together? Let's start with the one that's the most obvious to everybody else but my character. Why was I cursed? Oh look, even the other characters think it's ridiculous. Seriously? You're really going to ask that? I wouldn't have asked if I knew the answer. There's your answer. You have such a temper on you. Very well, this one's got a simple answer. It's because you're a cold-hearted, cruel, wicked princess who deserves to be punished. Delora? A curse is the only way to force you to change your horrid ways. Delora, you could have put that more nicely. I'm pretty sure I was already being nice. I mean, yeah, she probably was. There's a lot more colorful words that could have been used to describe this character so far. Change? Why do I need to change? Are you completely unaware of how heartless you are to other people? The coldness you show to your stepfamily and your father? The way you treat Princess Emmeline? Why would they need to be treated any differently? Wow. You need to prove that you have some goodness in you, princess. Some smidge of kindness. Why? People only show you kindness when they want something from you. The instant they get what they want, they'll just throw you away. Alright, what else do we want to know? Let's go with how do you break the curse? I'm gonna go with, let's play a guess. Let's go with, they're gonna say, true love's kiss. The necklace you've got is one of Cinderella's glass slippers. To break the curse, you must get the second slipper. Complete the pair. Oh, well, that wasn't what I was expecting. And how do I do that? By doing 3 good deeds. What? It's a very easy thing to do. At least for someone who knows how to be good. 3 good deeds? What does that even mean? I wouldn't even know where to start. Take heart, princess. Goodness is innate in everyone. Questionable here. Are you sure that's the case with this one? I think think I like this character. Not the main character, but the Delora character. Delora, you are not helping. I'm a witch, and I think I have more goodness in my big toe than she has in her entire body. Now you're just being mean. And still not as mean as our main character. For every good deed you accomplish, you will get a piece of the glass slipper. When you've gotten all 3, you'll complete the pair and the curse will break. Simple. I suggest you start by polishing that attitude of yours. Let's go with... what will happen if I don't break the curse? I think you know the answer to that one already, princess. You apparently thought I also knew the answer of why. Oh, so they're not going to go further into that. They're just like, you know the answer. Pretty much, you're going to be poor and hate your life forever. Alright, why are you two working together? To answer that, we'll have to give you a bit of a history lesson. Oh, I've got this. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were 2 crystals. Dramatics aside, there is one crystal in the kingdom called the Crystallum Lucis. It is powered by happiness and love. Oh dear God, this thing again. The other is the Crystallum Tenebrarum. I'll figure out how to say it eventually. Powered by fear and anger. The strongest of the witches is the Tenebrarum. Is the Tenebrarum bear. I can't say this word. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with me. The strongest of the fairies is the Lucis bear. Parfait is the Lucis bearer. I take in Parfait's frail and sickly appearance. She is the strongest fairy. Yeah, actually, that's kind of sad. The Great War greatly damaged me. My powers are a fraction of what they used to be. And with no child, I have no successor to my burden. What does a bearer do? The bearers regulate the energy of the crystals and keep the balance between darkness and light. For centuries, the fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom, until a certain human decided to be a pest. Who was he? I knew him as Hans Gabriel Grimm. He wrote the fairy tales. And he started the feud between the witches and the fairies in the process. How could a single person have so much power? It was the power of his words. In Grimm's stories, the witches were always evil. The humans naturally grew to fear and hate them. They began to hunt them. Didn't the witches fight back? We aren't allowed to use our powers to cause harm. Just, cast curses and such. But that all changed when the Tenebrarum bear decided revenge was more important than our promise. The witches took over the kingdom. They created the fairy tale curse to spread even more sadness and anger, to fill the human heart with negative emotions, all to fuel the power of the Tenebrarum. Yeah, we can go with that. Tenebrarum. The delicate balance of harmony between the crystals was broken. The witches and the Tenebrarum I cannot say this. And the Tenebrarum grew far stronger than they were ever meant to be. We had no choice but to fight. And then the Great War happened. We're just gonna call it a tea bearer. How about that? It sounds like teabagger. That doesn't work either. That doesn't work any better. The bearer was eventually defeated. The Great War was ended with the help of an unexpected ally, but many lives were lost. The good witches suffered horribly. We still have to stay hidden in hopes of having any kind of peace. Are you trying to make me believe that there are good witches? The Tenenbaum can poison a heart and mind into darkness and cruelty. The witches put themselves at risk in working with the Tenenbaum and maintaining harmony. Some, inevitably, are corrupted. Many good witches were corrupted during the war. Most remain that way. Many do not believe it, but witches can be just as kind as fairies. And yet, it wasn't a fairy that cursed me. I've done good by cursing you, Princess. You'll thank me when you've broken it. Delora was not corrupted by the Tenenbaum. She's as good as they come. Oh, so she's one of the good ones. That's charming. Hopefully, you'll come to see that for yourself. I doubt it. Apart from my own inherent goodness, Parfait and I are working together because we have a common goal. Which is to restore the balance between darkness and light. 3 good deeds and I get my life back. Easier said than done. You said Cinderella, didn't you? Didn't she just go to a ball and find a prince? What does doing good have to do with that? Oh, so we just don't care. Going to a ball, finding a prince, it's also old-fashioned. No fun in that. Cinderella is a girl with a pure heart. She's always willing to help others, even when they are cruel to her. Anyway, I have brought some clothes for you. I'll leave them on the table. Kind of just cursed me with clothes? We'll be waiting outside. There are some people I'd like you to meet. I cannot believe this. I look down at my neatly bandaged feet. I have to admit that while sore, they are nowhere near as painful as they had been 2 days before. I might actually have to say thank you. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain. Why would she even care? That was the reason she lost her job at the palace. But she doesn't remember that, so... Oh, she probably doesn't remember me as the princess. But still, she has no reason to do such things for me. It's called being nice. I ignore the salve for the time being and gingerly stand up, testing my feet for pain. The injury is definitely healing. I slowly walk over to the table and change into the clothes that have been left there. The dress is nowhere near as luxurious as the ones that I wear in the palace, but still it is far improved from my rags. Like Alice in Wonderland looking dress so far that I see. All my life I've never had to lift a finger, and now I even had to get dressed by myself. Oh my god. I will not let them see how much they've rattled me. I refuse to break. Just watch me. I'll free myself from this curse. What is this place? It's like a bar. There are several people in the room chatting amiably with each other. I notice the girl that had left me the salve by the counter serving drinks, but as soon as the people in the room notice me, the room falls into immediate silence. Fun welcome. Well, look at what we have here. The Ice Princess herself. Huh? They know who I am? Very poor curse. I didn't think it was true. Cursed for her cold-heartedness. As to be expected. You remember who I am, and yet you still treat me like this? Well, you aren't really a princess anymore, are you? You're one of us now, girl. Everyone, please, you shouldn't be treating a newcomer like this. Princess, let me apologize. They mean no offense. I mean, I'm pretty sure they do, but... I cannot believe that. Not when the people Parfait is referring to simply smirk and shrug as I meet their gazes. What is this place? Welcome to the Marken Tavern, a home for those with the fairy tale curse. You make it sound like some kind of holiday house. Don't ruin my moment, Delora. Marken. Tavern? The Marken was built 3 years ago, when the number of cursed in Angiel continued to rise. The goal is to gather those affected so they might help each other break their curse. Of course, I am also here to provide help as necessary. Only the cursed and those allied with our cause can stay here. The evil of the wicked can never find this place. Most of the people here are cursed. How come these people remember who I am? The cursed are not affected by the conditions of someone else's curse. Your condition is simple. Everyone has forgotten you are the crown princess. But because these people here are cursed, they still remember your title. It goes without saying that fairies and witches are also not affected. Come, princess, let me introduce you to the few boarders we have at the Marken. Parfait beckons the serving girl over. Oh, okay, so she remembers me. This is Anise. She helps out in the Marken and does most of the cooking. I'm sure you understand why she's working here now. I believe she deserves an apology. Miss Delora, what are you talking about? Don't you worry your sweet little head over it. Oh, maybe she doesn't remember me. You don't remember what this ice princess did to you. Huh? I have nothing to apologize for. Clumsiness does not befit a palace maid. I only did what was necessary. Well, it's nice to meet you, Princess. I'm Anise Willow. I hope we get along. Probably not. So many ellipses. Really? This is how you're going to start doing good? I don't believe I asked for your opinion. Please, you two, no fighting. I hold my tongue as Parfait leads me to two people whose faces are incredibly familiar. They are faces I've seen in the palace before. This is Jurien Valiente and Garland Belrot. Oh, names. How did you know? Both of you were in the Order of Caldera. That's right. They were two of Sir Alkester's best knights. It was a big surprise when they both left a year ago. Oh, so they got cursed too. I only found out recently that it was because they acted against Sir Alkester's orders. They were stripped of their titles and dishonorably discharged from service. That's not cool. What are you two doing here? We help the fairies. They and Anise are exceptions and are allowed in this tavern without the curse. Jurien and Garland lend us their strength to help protect the Marken. Protect? From the witches. They'd do anything to make sure their curses remain unbroken. And what about you? I am an exception. Also, I'm good. You keep forgetting the good part. Remember, not all witches are evil. but apparently they all curse you, so. Your curse is a test. A test. Originally, the wicked were cursed so that they could learn to change. Their curses were meant to teach them a lesson. I'm hoping your curse will teach you a lesson too, Ice Princess. I really am only trying to help you. I don't need you to show me how to change. I just want my life back. Yeah, we're off to a great start with this whole changing into a better person thing. Well, to do that, you'll have to break your curse. Try and make some friends, Princess. They might be able to help you break your curse. Oh, I'd love to hang around and watch the princess try to be friendly. We have work to do, Delora. Fine. Try not to make any more enemies, Princess. This is gonna go well. I got good feelings about this. Not really. The instant Parfait and Delora leave the room, the temperature drops several degrees. Oh, great sign. Now that I'm alone, I feel the cold stares return. Disgust. Contempt. As if I'm the reason they're cursed and have to take refuge in the market in the first place. Make friends? All I've ever had are my dolls. I've never needed friends. I'll break this curse on my own. I was told it was rude to stare. One man suddenly stands up, the anger apparent on his face. His hands clench and unclench into fists as he glared at me pointedly. Jurian and Garland placed themselves in front of me, shielding me from the man. You know the rules. What happens in the past stays in the past. And no one is allowed to harm anyone else in the market. If you cannot comply, you are no longer welcome here. The images don't change the characters' mouths. I'm going to assume Garland's the dude, but we don't actually know. At least I don't. Somebody else picked it up better than I did. Tisk. No matter. The Ice Princess will get what's coming to her. He throws one last glare my way before sitting down again. Break the rules and you'll get what's coming to you. That goes for everyone here. Oh, okay, no, chick. Jurian's tone is cold and firm. There's no doubt that she means what she says. So these are the great knights of the Order of Caldera. The market begins to settle down and everyone eventually goes back to their conversations and meals. I walk toward an empty table, realizing that I am being deliberately ignored. I become immersed in my thoughts as I sit down. There's not a lot of decisions going on in this game yet. One thought, however, comes to me immediately. They hate me. They hate me somehow when I've only ever left the palace twice in my life. How did this happen? Because you're a raging bitch. The only people who treated me with any respect were Anise, Jurian, and Garland. Is it because they cannot remember who I am? Maybe being in the market is not such a good idea. I doubt anyone here wants to help me break my curse. They'd probably rather see me suffer under its weight. Probably. 3 good deeds. How am I supposed to complete 3 when I don't know if I can even accomplish 1? It's the pretty chick from before. May I join you? I look up and stare in shock at the beautiful lady from the toy shop. Her beauty still manages to take my breath away. What is she doing here? You were in the toy shop. Ah, yes. I was there picking up some items for a friend. I am humbled you still remember me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Miss Karma. Your name is Karma? A suitable name for someone as beautiful as me, no? Weird way to introduce yourself. Alright. Karma, your narcissism's gonna scare the princess away. Oh. You are that magician boy. Boy. Oh, how appropriate. Boy. Call me that one more time and I'll ruin that pretty face of yours. You would hit a lady? How savage. So many ellipses. Anyway, I'm Waltz Cresswell. I have the Neverland curse. What about you, princess? What's your fairy tale curse? Neverland curse. So he's like Peter Pan, trapped to be a kid forever. Does everyone share what their curse is? We talk about it freely in the market. The whole point is helping each other break our curses, after all. Hard to do that if we keep our fairy tales quiet. He pauses and then narrows his eyes slightly. Well, some people keep their fairy tales a secret. He eyes Karma briefly, cocking an eyebrow. The smile never leaves Karma's face. Has anyone managed to break their curse? I've been told that a few have. A few? That's not very reassuring. Well, at least the curses can be broken. I cannot particularly say that reassures me either. What ails you, darling? Is it your curse? You can talk to us about it. Tell us what it is. Cinderella. Oh goodness. Cinderella. That explains the nature of your curse. Only it's been reversed, hasn't it? Riches to rags. That's one way of putting it. Karma, you're not helping. You really are better off ignoring him, princess. He mostly speaks nonsense. He? Yeah, well, there we go. So many ellipses in this game, there's just no talking. Princess? Parfai's voice takes me by surprise. I hadn't even noticed her enter the room again. May I speak with you? I'd like you to meet someone, though I'm sure you already know him quite well. Ooh, it's the younger stepbrother. Rod? So, you really are cursed. So the rabbit does the talking? I was the one that gave Sebi to Rod so that he still had some way to voice his opinions. Sebi? Short for Sebastian. Cute, isn't it? It's nice to meet you, princess. I have no idea what kind of voice this would be. Sebi's voice changes when it greets me. The tone it uses is low. The tone it uses is lower whenever it speaks for Rod. Perhaps that is what Rod's voice actually sounds like? Wait, if he remembers me, does that mean... The mermaid's curse. What? That is my curse. Rod has been mute all this time because he's cursed? Does everyone else know? Obviously. They're my family. Even the king? He knows as well. So am I the only one you've never told? I didn't think you'd particularly care either way. Probably there's a point there. Oh, okay, so it says Rod is talking, but I guess the little plush bunny is talking for him? It's weird. Well, he's not wrong. Can't believe I did not know. I was left out once again. Once kind of by choice. What are you doing here? I have been trying to help Rod with his curse. Okay. That is why he comes to the market from time to time. But I don't even want. Anyway, I only came here today to confirm that you're truly cursed. I wanted to see it with my own eyes. It was a big surprise when I woke up one day and you weren't in the palace. An even bigger surprise when I found out no one remembered you. It's been days since I was cursed. I wonder, how are things in the palace? Livelier, happier. Oh, well, that's encouraging. Thanks, man. Nothing to motivate you to break a curse than hearing someone tell you that everybody who lives in your family is better off. Happier? I've never seen my family happier than they are now. I'd say it's a good thing you aren't a princess anymore. There's motivation. I'd always thought Rod didn't care about me regardless, but this is the truth? I mean, it still sounds like he doesn't care about you. So this is how you truly feel? So I have to be cursed for you to open up about how you truly feel? The only reason I didn't say anything earlier was because Emmeline didn't want me to. I'm happier too, now that you're gone. I don't have to pretend to like you anymore. Just surrounded by pleasantness here. I'm going to return to the palace now. But very much it had an air of like, you bore me. I'm going home, I'm done with your frivolousness. I'm gone, and they're all happier. Your very existence has been erased in the palace. They've never known you. That doesn't mean they're happy without you. It kinda does. Even the king. What did I expect? Why did you bring me here? The people in the market, I shouldn't have left you alone in there. I'm sorry. You knew how they felt about me. What have I ever done to them? Now isn't the right time to explain. When will it ever be the right time? Ooh, I know, I got it. I bet you the mother is the bearer who fucked everyone over. So many things have already happened to you. I need you to be patient, Alexandra. I'm not patient. That's why this is taking a very long time. Has the prince already left? Yes, he has. Princess, we'll talk about this later. For now, you must focus on breaking your curse. From the sound of it, nobody wants me to. Did I miss something? No. More ellipses. Right. Maybe the fairy's right. I don't think I'm ready to find out how I made so many people hate me. Well, Parfait, I think it's time we get down to business. What should we do with her? What are you talking about now? You, of course. You've got nowhere to go, right? Thought I was staying here. She is right. I think back to the days I spent on the streets and shivered. I will do anything so long as I don't have to go back there. The princess can stay at the Marken with me and the rest of my boarders. I I'd almost forgotten what hope felt like. But you'll have to work in exchange for a room. I celebrated too soon. What? Magic has its limitations, just like anything else. Money doesn't appear out of thin air, not even for a fairy. The market doesn't attract many customers, since only the cursed and a few others can enter. I sell my potions here and there, but I have several hungry mouths to feed, and my funds are tight. I thought fairies lived in luxury. Parfait, are you broke? Ouch. Even the Ice Princess can tell. And yet you still take people in? That's always been how Parfait operates. She's good-natured to a fault. I'm told suffocating beneath my debt will be what kills me. She's so cheery about it. Why don't you just leave? I assume you make enough to take care of yourself. Leave someone who's in need of help? I could never. And that, princess, is how goodness works. How goodness works? It's not as if I accept freeloaders. All my boarders help me run the market and do errands. The princess has never worked a day in her life. I doubt she'll be useful. If karma can be useful, anyone can. I have yet to see karma be anything but useless. I want to know what is up with this karma person. Princess, you're more than welcome to stay if you're willing to help out. It's the least you can do in exchange for a roof over your head and 3 meals a day. Oh, and shoes. The tempting lure of shoes. Do I even have a choice? Ooh, do I? No. No, I don't. I toss and turn in bed, unable to fall asleep. The mattress is hard and the sheets are itchy. Nothing at all like the bed I had in the palace. What I would give for my old bed again. For any of the comforts of home. I miss my dolls. Probably don't miss the one that cursed you so much anymore. Lady Parfait! Lady Parfait! I sit up immediately. What's going on? I leave my room to investigate. Some of the other Marken boarders, Waltz, Jurian, and Garland, are sitting on the settee, looking anxious. What's happening? Sorry, did we wake you? No, but the noises Garland was making would have woken the dead. Jurian and I found an injured man while we were doing our rounds. We brought him here. An injured man? Wait, what were you doing outside? It's almost 1 in the morning. Nothing you need to worry about. Oh, that never worries anyone. Lady Parfait and Anise are attending to the man now. These people, will they just help anyone they find on the streets? What if this man is dangerous? Do you think the witches got to him? It's possible. We'll have to find out when he wakes up. The next day, Parfait reveals that the man only suffered minor head injuries. She says that she expects him to wake soon. I look at the tray of food in my hands. Anise has asked me to bring it up to the stranger's room while she finishes the rest of her cooking. I would never have been asked to do this in the palace. Probably not. Goodness, what's that poor tray done to you to deserve that look? I must say that it's odd to see the princess doing something nice for someone. What do you want? I have something to ask the man that was brought in last night. Seeing as you're being good enough to deliver breakfast, I thought I'd just tag along with you. If you're going, just bring this tray up yourself. You are not in any position to delegate your duties to me, Miss Alexandra. Come on, our guest must be famished. Seeing no way out, I followed Alora to the spare room the man had been put in. thought the man would have been old, but to my surprise he looks young, probably in his early 20s. He seems lost in his reverie as he stares at a small notebook. Good morning. Good to see you're awake and breathing. The man looks up at her when she speaks. The instant he sees us, his eyes widen. Why is he staring at us like that? Am I dead? What? I'm in heaven. Or maybe you two are angels that have fallen out of it. Oh, dear God. I see. What can a humble gentleman like myself do for you lovely ladies? You could join me on this bed. It's very comfortable, and there's plenty of room for the both of you. I'll follow your lead on this one, Princess. Princess? Ah, of course. Such a beautiful lady could only be a princess. This is getting really ridiculous really fast. Look at the noble way you hold up the tray. Well, here's where it gets fun. I have the option to stay silent, or I could throw the tray at him. Throw the tray. Can I throw the tray at him? I'm tempted to let you. Feisty as well. Oh, be still my beating heart. It didn't even help. It made it worse. What is this Moroku character they got going on? Huh? You... Oh, he's awake. Oh, dear God. Another woman in the room with him. Another lovely lady has entered my chambers. I don't think my heart can handle the perfection of 3 of you at once. Oh my God. I think I know how Casanova here got those head injuries. Some lady decided she'd had enough of his rubbish and wanted to punish him. Delora, patience. He might not even be in the right state of mind right now. He did take injuries to the head after all. The man finally stops to look just at me. He narrows his eyes and stares so hard I almost want to slap him. What? You're familiar. But no, it's impossible. Aren't you the crown princess? What are you doing here? If he knows, then he's... Well, he's definitely not a witch or a fairy. It can only mean one thing if he recognizes the ice princess. Huh? Maybe something turned off? What is your name, good sir? I would answer any questions you ask of me, madam, but... The man looks down at the notebook in his hand. I don't remember. Amnesia? I know everything about Angiel, and yet... I don't know the first thing about myself. Except that I have the Rumpelstiltskin curse. Rumpelstiltskin? Is that a fairy tale? I knew it. He's got the fairy tale curse. Fairy tale curse? Do you remember how to break it? From what I remember, I need to somehow collect 3 memories and get them to appear in this journal as entries. So I got a journal. Interesting. He shows us the notebook he's been holding on to since we entered the room. My first memory is of waking up and holding this. I thought there would be information in here, but it's empty. Another victim of the curse. You must be tired. Alexandra will leave your breakfast here and will give you some time to yourself. We'll be outside if you need anything else. Rumpelstiltskin. What is that fairy tale about? Delora does not do a good job of hiding her laughter. She snorts and I cross my arms, embarrassed. Mother burned the fairy tales in the palace before I got the chance to read all of them. Fine, I'll keep it short. Once upon a time, there was a girl that was said to be able to spin straw into gold. The king found her and locked her up in a tower. He said he wouldn't let her out until she turned all of the straw in the room into gold. But the girl was just a regular human girl. She knew she would never be able to turn the straw into gold, and feared that she would be locked up forever. That was when an odd little man appeared before her and offered to do the job for her if she gave him something in return. The girl gave him her necklace, and the man spent the rest of the night spinning the straw into gold. However, the girl wasn't released. The second night, she was given more straw to spin, and the little man appeared once more. This time, she gave him her ring. On the third night, the king ordered her to spin the straw one last time, and if she did, she would be released and made his queen. However, that night the girl had nothing left to give the little man, so they made the agreement. He would spin the straw into gold for her, so long as she gave him her first child. I personally never understood why the girl would want to marry the king in the first place. Hush, I'm trying to tell a story here. Years passed, and the queen finally gave birth to her first child. That night, the odd little man returned and demanded his due, but the queen didn't want to give up her child. The man then said that he wouldn't take the child if the queen was able to guess his name in 3 days. The man's name was Rumpelstiltskin. So did she guess it? Oh yeah. The night before her time was officially up, the queen was drawn to the forest by the sound of a little voice. She saw the little man celebrating his upcoming victory, singing about how nobody had or ever would guess his real name, which was Rumpelstiltskin. He doesn't sound particularly smart, so agrees the general populace. Sometimes I wonder how Hans was able to come up with such tall tales. Well, the Marken is opening soon. I expect another busy day. Especially busy for you, Alexandra. You need to start coming up with good deeds. Oh my god, this is a really long chapter. The amnesiac Casanova was allowed to stay at the Marken with the other boarders. Because he still seemed capable, Parfait set him to work as one of the Marken's servers. Anissa's protests that he remain in bed fell on deaf ears. Parfait I can read, I swear. Parfait couldn't very well throw him out, not while knowing that he had nowhere to go. I would be incapable of showing him such kindness given all the nonsense he spouts at us. The people that frequent the Marken began to steadily ignore me altogether, like I do not exist. It's better than the stares and the hateful looks. Rumple, you aren't here to flirt. But this lovely lady is unattended. Sir Rumple, please, you're making me blush. Because the man couldn't remember his name, he fashioned one from his own curse. Rumple. I think it suits him. I will never understand Parfait. This amorous waste of space is about as useful as karma. I've returned. Speak of the devil. Did you miss me? Karma had left abruptly yesterday, saying that she had something very important to take care of. Waltz trails in after her now, carrying several boxes in his arms. Why am I carrying these? Because you made me run that errand for you at the toy shop the other day. And because gentlemen carry things for ladies. I'm going to drop them now. Those boxes contain very important contents. Welcome home, Miss Karma. Nice to see you've survived the trip, Waltz. So, this is our new housemate. We've not- oh great, so he's gonna hit on her like fucking crazy. We are all surprised. It really is anyone surprised? We are all surprised when Rumpel suddenly reaches out to grab Karma's hand. My life before this moment has been a depressing monochrome. Now that you have entered my bleak existence, I see everything in beautiful, blazing color. And nothing shines more brightly, more vividly than you. I am Rumpel, my sweet. Let us talk of marriage. I stare at Karma, waiting for her to flirt back. At the very least, I expect her to wave Rumpel away for being a fool. But she remains eerily silent. Answer, my angel, I beg of you. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Keep? Say the word and it is done. Your filthy hands off of me. Oh, damn. Wasn't expecting that. Ow! Oh, not again. I would never be interested in the likes of you. Go on, lad. Give him a good beating, like the one you gave to me. My queen, there is no need for violence. What did you call me? Please calm down. Rumpel is still recovering. What is going on? Seriously, this character does not seem like this. Karma is a man. Doesn't take kindly to being flirted with. Or proposed to. She is a man? But your voice, your face, your breasts. Another hit. That's what you're focusing on? Pervert. I worship all aspects of the female form, but my particular favorite has always been... Another hit. Do yourself a favor and shut up. I never would have known. But why would he do this? Don't look at me like that. I have my reasons. Is it because of your curse? Yes. I'm undone. My heart is in pieces. You knew him for 10 minutes. For those that can hear the music of their heart like I, it only takes a look to fall madly, irretrievably in love. I must leave. My heart will need time to heal. I'm like, if this was an anime, it would just be one of those, like, zoom out. I feel like I have to end it here. This is getting completely ridiculous. So yeah, I think we're gonna end it here, guys. Let's save where we're at. And I think we're gonna have to end it for now, because this is dragging on, and we are not even through the first chapter, and I am pretty sure this stream has been going on for over an hour. Yeah, I think we're going over an hour. This is gonna take a while. So, we're gonna end this. I might stream again in a little bit, because there's no way I'm going to bed yet. So, probably going to keep streaming later. Maybe not this game, though. Might play some Warframe or Paladins. Either way, either keep an eye out or enjoy whatever hosting videos pop up. So, check you guys later. And, yeah, have a good one.